Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey, episode 206. 206, Chris. Welcome to your home studio. Studio
Yeah,
L.
I'm in my own hoce. What can I do?
Under house arrest.
But I'm drinking.
You are. What do you got there?
I'm drinking Jack and Cokes.
And Lorenzo wanted me to send you a message.
What's his message?
Feliz años cumpleaños.
Holy shit, he speaks Spanish?
He does.
What's
Happy
that mean?
birthday.
Thank you. It's my 29th birthday for the, I don't know, how many.
Feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday.
Over 20 times. 29th, 20 times. I don't
know if you noticed I added the extra years in there at the beginning. So,
perfect.
Yeah. Do we have a number? Did we figure it out? Your abacus over here, I noticed, is broken.
Yeah, I kicked it.
You did? Okay. Shit. How are you going to do your taxes this year if your abacus is broken?
I have people.
Oh, okay. Of course you do.
Stupid donkey will do it
people.
for me. Of course, they'll probably freaking embezzle and shit. Who knows?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you just never know. Never know nowadays.
So did you say episode 206?
206.
Well, shit. It's on my birthday, April 16th is when we're recording. And yeehaw, man. What have you been up to?
Watching racing, wheeling, my normal stuff.
You didn't go wheeling.
I did go wheeling.
Oh, wheeling.
I actually wheeled today on your birthday.
Oh, shit. Look at you.
Yeah.
On somebody else's rigs, though.
Yeah.
Beating on somebody else's junk.
Beat not babied.
Beating on baby.
Just got back from the NorCal Rock Race in Prairie City, California.
Yeehaw. I couldn't make it.
You were missed.
I was supposed to go. I was primed to go, and without getting into a lot of details, things at work are a little stupid.
Chaotic?
Right now. A little stupid
Just
and
say
chaotic.
chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, my weekend was derailed, but, I got home from work yesterday, Saturday the 15th, and proceeded to get hammered.
Get hammered. Well, there you go. You're priming the pump.
Man, are you drunk?
No, I need a drink. Jesus. Priming the pump for your birthday.
Priming the pump. That's right. Yeah, no, it's only my 55th birthday. You know what I'm eligible for now?
I don't know.
I can live in those over 55 communities now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like Rossmore or what's that, Sun City?
Don't you get discount at Sizzler now, too?
Well, shit, I've been getting those for like the last 5 years. In Hometown Buffet and all those places.
Oh, God. It's terrible. Hometown Buffet.
Yikes.
Oh.
Terrible.
Well, yeah. Well, so happy birthday. I saw a big old hunk of meat on your counter out there.
Oh, yeah. We're going to cook up a roasted tri-tip tonight, and we're going to make some homemade garlic mashed potatoes, and we'll have a Caesar salad, and I think some sort of veg on the side.
And cheesecake for dessert.
And yeah, big honkin' cheesecake. That's going to feed. Actually, we're going to skip all that shit and
just go straight to the cheesecake.
Cheesecake. We're having.
I don't know. That tri-tip looked pretty good.
It's going to be good. You can't go wrong with that tri-tip that you get. I get those at Costco.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we always have one in the freezer. So now that's the last one. So we'll have to restock. But I thawed that thing out. It's been thawing all day. And yeehaw, man. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Nice. And you always cook. So the family's cooking you dinner tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Okay, perfect.
But thanks for the birthday sando that you brought to the house.
I brought you a homemade birthday sando from Subway. Well, you said you weren't hungry, and I go, wait, I'm stopping to get something to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, it worked out well. But I guess the gal that was working there wasn't in the best
she was
mood.
not happy. She was not happy.
Nobody likes working on Sunday.
She's just, poor attitude. But whatever.
You watched her. She didn't spit.
I did watch her very, very closely. You did not get spit in your sandwich.
Okay.
I said, hold the spit. Extra sauce.
Yikes. All right.
So, how was your Easter? Did the Easter Bunny treat you well? Did he get you anything,
well, we lost the Easter Bunny in the backyard amongst the weeds.
So all that rain, you do have quite the jungle going out there, El Jungle.
Yeah, I gotta find a landscape construction contractor. I don't know anybody that knows how to do that.
Nope, they're all busy right now.
Drop some plans, yeah, and get this done because we've got some things happening. Like my wife, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on the show, but she's going to be wrapping up her master's degree next year. Not this summer, but the summer after this coming summer. So what's that? 24.
Yep, 24.
And her goal, and then of course my daughter is going to be graduating from high school that year. So we want to have the backyard all dialed in and pretty and nice looking, so we can have a big graduation
party.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big party. So
nice.
I need to find a contractor, and I might know somebody that knows somebody.
You might know somebody that knows somebody.
So, but we're going to make something happen here shortly. So,
okay.
Because I got to get rid of the. My dog runs around the backyard, and she literally disappears.
Gets lost.
Yeah, I'm like, where'd you go? And she'd jump up and, whoa, oh, there you are. I've never seen cheeseweed get to 5 feet tall before until now.
Yeah.
That's also mallow or malva.
Mallow is back there. Yeah, I saw some of that.
Lots of different stuff.
It's like weed ID out there. So that's good. Get that was all this nice rain. It's been nice to get some sun. Yesterday was beautiful at the racetrack. It was like a low 70s.
Oh boy!
I almost put on shorts. There were people wearing shorts, but I was like, man, I'm going to go put on shorts when I go back for lunch.
You're almost always one of the first ones with shorts.
I know, but it was a little chilly in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, first got up, but it turned out to be a nice day. I saw quite a few people out there. We had some fans of the podcast. We had quite a few people representing.
People were probably asking where Chris is.
Exactly. Brian and Rob from Railtown Polo Drive.
Yeah.
They were there and supporting the podcast. Brian had a sweatshirt on. James and Rhonda were there.
Oh, James and Rhonda. Samurai James and they can't be called Samurai James
No,
anymore.
we're working on that. We're working on a new name for them. We got to see. Everything's got to be solidified first before we can change their name. But yes, Jay Barry was there with his son.
Did he wreck again?
No, he wasn't racing.
Oh, nice. That's probably a good thing.
Nice. That's Chris Main at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, Jay.
Hey, looking out for you, Jason. Come on, man.
And then the other Jason was there, Jason Hussman. So we actually got a picture of the three Jasons.
Yeah, I deleted that.
Jay Barry, Jay Hussman, and Jay Green. So, that was funny. And then one of their friends, mutual friends, Jimmy Jett's friends, and Hussman's was there. Corey, I think his name was. Corey, yeah. And then
not Gear Ranch.
No.
Corey.
And then DFF Fab.
Oh,
Anthony was there with his two boys. Carlos was there.
Well, that's just a local trip for those
with
guys.
His wife and daughter there, so that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even recognize Carlos. He got too close to the razor and shaved off his beard and everything. I mean, it was like he looked so different. Different.
Well, I mean, it's people change their look every once in a while.
He said he does it once in a while, but he's ready to grow it back.
I mean, we know people that can shave their beard in the morning, and by the evening, it's fully grown back.
That's me.
I had a mechanic at one of my golf courses that literally, I mean, that guy could grow a full beard like freaking Grizzly Adams' beard in about 3 days.
Let's see, who else was there? Ed and Tommy. And of course Andy Carnitas.
Oh, Andrew and Andy.
Andy was out on the track all day getting with his big photograph machine.
He had a big lens.
He had a big long lens.
At least he didn't get run over by Shannon Campbell.
No, he didn't. That was brought up yesterday because somebody did go off track, and we're like, "Oh, Shannon Jr." That was pretty funny. Let's see. And then, of course, all the the racers out there. Justin Hall came in with his new baby boy, Colton.
Oh, yeah.
6 months old, and his wife, or soon-to-be wife, I should say, fiance.
How's daddyhood treating him?
It was great because the pits were pretty full, and I said, hey, if you can't find a spot, let me know. We got plenty of room down by us. He's like, okay, cool. And he texted me, hey, I'm at the gate, so... Start walking up there, and he says, oh, no, we found a spot. I'm like, okay. So he was getting set up, and, backs the race car out, sets up everything, got his, easy up and the worn mat on the ground, and, the jack and stuff like that. And then you go inside the...
Wait, he had Jack Daniels on
a Jack, the Pro Ego Jack. And then you open up the door to the trailer there, and there's a crib and a changing table and everything. And I go, hey, never thought you'd have these in your race trailer, did you?
Did you change any diapers while you were there?
No, I did not. I missed out on all that.
Have you ever changed a diaper?
I have before, yes. It was a very long time ago.
Was it on one of your nephews or nieces?
No, I just went to some preschool and helped change diapers. No, it was one of my relatives.
I just wanted to ask if you've ever changed a diaper.
Yeah, I changed yours last week.
Well,
so
that's going to happen more often.
It's your incontinence.
Fuck, you're never changing my diaper.
I will be using a fire hose.
Fuck.
Pressure washer.
I'm deleting that out of the show.
Get a pressure washer going here.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, because fatherhood changes a person, it just does. And I haven't hung out with Justin since Colton. Well, I mean, I don't even think I saw him down at King of the Hammers, and Colton was around at that point, right?
Or was yes, but I don't know if he was there. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, whatever. I mean, I can't wait to go to the wedding and see everybody together. It's gonna be super cool. But God, I wish I was there this past weekend to hang out. That would have been great.
So let's see. So you weren't there. The Gomez's were there. They had their whole entourage out there, which was awesome.
Oh, it's local to them.
Yep. Megan Miller was racing. D Mill with a welder was,
not
the crew chief. Crew chief. We'll get into that in a minute. And then let's see what else. A bunch of people. Oh my gosh, went into Chuck Crossland's camp Friday night. Oh, that's where Sarah, Hannah, and Stuart showed up. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? So it's always fun being at these races and just, our race family getting together.
Right.
It's a lot of fun.
Going back to last year's race, I mean, when we got there, of course, Dolly and Eric and Sarah and Amber and the whole Hannah gang was there. But, Amber and all those, her group of friends are down in Johnson Valley this weekend. So they obviously weren't at that race. And Dolly and Eric are, I guess, in Texas right now.
Are they? Okay.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Well, there it is. Yeah, I went by to say hi to Amber and Randy at the Bomber Fab, and they weren't there. So Crickets? No, yep. I knew they were down in the desert, but I got to see Adam and got to drool over Gold Digger 2 that's being built. That's almost done.
2.0?
Yeah, it's almost done.
So is that yours? You bought
the wiring and plumbing. No, it's already paid for and bought by some other individual. But so cool, man. So freaking cool looking at that. So, well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm spending some dough.
Happy birthday to Chris.
Need a new trailer to haul my Gold Digger 2.0.
So
can't even afford the gas to put in that fucking thing.
No. The you know what diesel is in Minden, Nevada right now?
$4.59.
Nope.
$3.99.
Nope.
Well, give me a up or down.
Down.
$3.79.
Down.
$3.59.
Down.
Really? $3.29?
Nope. A little higher.
$3.49.
$3.49.
So $3.50 a gallon.
$3.49 a gallon. And it's cheaper. You're sitting down. It's cheaper than regular unleaded.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like it's supposed to be.
Like it's supposed to be.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Well, and it's California. The fuel prices are going up. I drive by the Chevron station. It's my bellwether on my way to work every morning. I look at the price and
your bellwether.
Well, one of the ones I always look at not the bellwether, but one of the ones I always.
Is that the name of the?
It's a Chevron gas station. It's on Ignacio Valley Road. It's the one I always look at because I hit that stupid.
Why do you call it bellwether though?
I don't know. It's the one that I kind of reference everything to.
Oh.
But anyway.
Is that a term, though? I'm trying to understand this. Is that an old man term?
Wow,
bellwether?
Wow.
The bellwether.
Wow. You're only a couple years younger than I am.
Well, yeah, but I'd never heard that term.
You've never heard that term?
No.
It's like the marker,
Is it
Anyway,
something to do with maritime stuff?
You're going to look it up.
I am looking it up.
Anyway, the
Lorenzo's shaking his
price of
frickin' head
diesel
over
there
here.
had been $4.99, and it's been $4.99 for a few weeks, I guess, at this point, which is shocking. But gasoline had been $4.79, then it was $4.89, and now last time I drove by, unleaded was the same price as diesel at $4.99 a gallon. So,
here it is. You ready?
yeah.
Bellwether is spelled Bellwether. Bellwether.
Uh-huh.
The leading sheep of a flock with a bell on its neck.
That's not right.
An indicator or predictor of something.
That's more accurate.
Yeah. So there you go.
So I used it correctly. I'm
College. Here it is used in a sentence. You ready?
Oh shit.
Bellwether. An indicator. Okay, we told you the. Okay, college campuses are often the bellwether of change.
Are they?
Yes, often. So there you are, imparting cutting edge.
Calling me out more like it.
Well, I was curious because I never heard about it.
Oh shit! Really?
You were very, very well read.
In your 50. Well, I read books.
You do. You read those books, huh?
And published books with paper and printed words.
In economics, the bellwether is a leading indicator of economic trend.
Yeah. See, feel that I used it absolutely correctly.
You did. That was awesome. In other words, for bellwether, leader, pace setter, front runner, trailblazer.
That's Chevron, baby. Once they raise their prices, everybody else raises their prices. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. $1.50 cheaper for diesel in Minden, Nevada.
Yes.
It's not even that cheap in Reno, for fuck's sake. I mean, there's a
Reno's California,
pretty
Nevada.
much, pretty much.
It's the new Calneva.
Well, that's Washoe County versus Doug
That
County.
just sold again too. They're going to change up that whole hotel, the Calneva. Anyways, back to the race.
Back to the race. Dun, 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 dun. Races. Race day.
So,
Gentlemen, start your engines.
yeah, and the weather was a great, so great yesterday. We we got out there and Ed set up a nice tent, easy up.
Oh, did
You
he,
know,
did he
at
have
the
the walls
top.
on it and everything?
No, didn't need them. That's what I was getting to. It was just like I sat outside the tent just to get some sun. It was so nice to be in the sun for a change. So I was back and forth between pits. I ran down to the camper, for lunch a few times, and it did a lot of walking yesterday, which was good.
Yeah.
So Keith, Silva, and Melissa, of Evolve Racing were camped right across from us.
Okay.
They got there Friday. And so Friday night, they put on a sausage feed.
Oh.
Sausage Fest.
Wow.
Not the one that you're thinking of.
No.
I ended up bringing it up to Crossland's pit, and holy smokes, there was a bunch of people up there. It was instant party.
Cool.
But yeah, it was good chow there. So I ended up bugging out of there around, I don't know, 11:45.
Jesus.
I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. And I guess they kept going, and then Edwin Abt, he was working on his front diff. Something was wrong there. He just put in a ring opinion, I think, right before the race, and something wasn't set up right, and it grenaded again. And so Keith went with some of them at like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh my!
To get the parts, get everything put back together, and he said he didn't get back to camp till like 3:30 that morning.
Where do you go in the middle of the night to get parts?
I think they went to WFO.
Fuck.
Yeah, because WFO is right there, and
sure,
everybody. So
open the shop up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, because I got up on Saturday morning and I look over their camper and it's crickets, man, and so I had a little breakfast and coffee and started working my way up the hill around 7-ish, and came back down to the camper around 8:39, and still no sign. And I'm like, whoa,
They're lodging.
did party that hard? And No, but he's like, yeah, man, we were chasing parts and fixing shit in the middle of the night.
So they broke those parts during qualifying on Friday?
Yeah, I guess so.
Whatever,
yeah,
pre-running or whatever.
But they got them running again, so that was good.
Cool.
And then they had it just rolls nice. John Goodby does a good job of keeping things on point and moving and track maintenance. I mean, gosh, they had like 4 water trucks out there. Of course, they had a bunch of volunteers working recoveries, and the Crane of Shame was out there.
The Crane of Shame.
So, and they had the little 170s, all the way up to the 4400 cars.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Keith didn't race. He was just out there, hanging out and letting people see the truck and all that, but has no charger yet, so he's still working on that. So
yeah, what's going on with that? So he was borrowing Boston Kyle's charger for a while, or
that was for King of the Hammers.
For King of the Hammers.
So they're working on their own charger system.
Can't he just use a Tesla charger from I mean,
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what it's all about. You see how I did that?
Yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah, you're a funny guy.
But they did drag it backwards at the ranch there at the farm to do a little regen. So that's how he charged it up. So that's pretty cool.
Wow.
So they had the heat races and then, qualifying and mains and for all the events. And Justin, had done a bunch of work to his car before KOH. And so that morning it was cool. I got a full rundown on everything that he did, and he did a lot of work and put a second fuel tank in it. He's got 3 fuel pumps now.
Oh, wow.
I mean, all new Holley, computer control system.
Dash and all that stuff.
It's cool.
Yeah.
He put some Baja Design lights on it there. A lot of good stuff. So, anyways, he did well. He finished like second in the first heat race. He was just taking it easy, getting a feel for the track and everything, and then he ended up winning his class. The 4500 class. So
he let that big engine eat, huh?
Justin, yeah, we're going to. He wants to be back on the podcast, so I said, well, we'll see if we can work you in.
Well, we got to get him on a bunch of times so he can start nipping at the other people's tails.
Right. And then, so Megan, back to Megan Miller, she was, she's the 4600 class there, right?
Right.
And she did well. She's grabbing gears. I mean, the Jeep was running good, gets to the main race, makes a couple laps. She's coming into the second rocks section, getting ready to make a right-hand turn into the rock section, and her driver's front tire went straight.
Left the chat.
It's like, what the hell?
Okay, who was responsible for tightening the lug nuts?
That's it. So you go, damn it. We couldn't see exactly what had happened, and then people had some binoculars in front of us and go, nope, there's no tire. And then so she got the Crane of Shame back to camp. And she stayed in the rig, because I'm like, is she still in there? And, it took a while. They had to finish the race, and then the crane had to work its way across the track and out into the pits. And she was just sitting in there chilling, waving at everybody as they're taking photos and video. She's such a good sport.
She's super cool.
So the Crane of Shame came out, and then Derek pulled the truck and trailer forward, and they just set it down in the trailer and backed it right into the pit. So all ready to go. Just strap it down and take it home.
Boom.
So, yeah, but that sucked because she was doing so well. But she ended up finishing third.
Yeah, well.
In her class there. So, that was good.
All right, lug nut guy, do your job better next time.
Well, that's, I'm like, well, what do you think happened, Derek? And he goes, we needed to check the torque on those.
More torques?
More torques. But, live and learn.
Live and learn.
It's all part of the stuff. And it's like, those were aftermarket studs. They weren't like, stock studs, wheel studs. So,
no, let's talk about that for a minute, because you got to think that the forces of racing are extreme they're just extreme. And was something else in that car not working right if that much force was being transmitted or not? Was the suspension working correctly on that corner to absorb the energies that would not have normally broke? Did the studs break or did the lug nuts come off? I guess is the question.
Well, I think, if I was guessing, an educated guess would be that they were loosened up. And it's amazing, especially in a race setting, how much the wheel will back off.
Sure.
So your nuts can back off. And then you got all that monkey motion in there. And the old, Kevin Jones adage, the little hammer becomes a big hammer. Correct. And just sheared them all off.
Well, but I guess going back to, if they dismantle the car to find out if there was something else that was going wrong.
Well, he's working on that today. We'll see.
It was something with the shock or with.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know, but.
I don't think so.
Because, the energy is going to get absorbed somewhere or somewhere else. And something's going to fail if the energy is not being absorbed in the right spot. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I go back down to my truck for lunch, and guess what's on my camper?
Lorenzo?
Nope. He was inside. He was safe. He was locked up.
Duck?
Gotta remember
Did you
to lock
get ducked?
It. Nope, no duck. I got snailed. I got a snail trail sticker on my camper. I'm like, really? Well,
it could have only been one of them.
We know
the other
exactly who that was.
The other one's on the road to Moab.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told him. I said, I found it. He started laughing. Hee. So that's okay. We put plenty of Wheeling Wine and Whiskey stickers on Bobcats. So.
Yeah, on his trailer. We pretty much carpet bombed that thing last year.
That Trek. Carpet bombed it.
I wonder, it's funny. I've never found a snail trail sticker on my camper, but I was crawled all over it. I guess they just didn't care. But
I thought he did put one on
calling
there.
him out.
I know, have to look closer.
Our panel right here is still snail trail.
Is it really? I thought we scraped that shit off. Oh, my God. Terrible. Just put a Wheeling Wine and Whiskey sticker over the top of that.
Right?
Yeah, so what else? NorCal Rock Race. One of the gentlemen we met last year, I was walking up to I guess it was Friday. Yeah, Friday afternoon when I got there. And he goes, "Hey, Jason." Yeah. He goes, "Hey, we met last year." And he's got this badass CJ7 now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, built out. And so that was cool. He says, "Yeah, I got a lot of windshield time and loving it. All caught up with you guys." So I was like, right on. So he was out there. Who else did we run into? There's so many people.
Was there a lot of spectators on Saturday?
There was a lot. So there were so many spectators that parking. So obviously pits are full with pit stuff, race car stuff, hashtag race car stuff.
Well, people would park
and up above
along the road.
So parking, the obstacle course filled up with cars.
Like where we were camped last year.
So we were camped right at the entrance of the obstacle course to the right this time. We were last year we were at the obstacle course, before the mud pit. And by lunchtime, that whole lower obstacle course area was filled.
Wow. I mean, because even like last year when we were there, the people were parked above the obstacle course and all those areas up top. So, I mean, every available space was going to get occupied for sure.
Yeah.
Would you say there were less people camping this year than there were?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely less people. Less spectator camping for sure. I mean, we were the only ones down at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah. It was us and then some guys working the track. But, of course, there was a lot of people camping, racers and stuff up top. But
was Tuttle there?
I didn't see him. No, I didn't see the Unimog.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I think the date change, hurt some people and helped some people too. But, I mean, they had a great turnout, great weather. It was all good.
It could have helped me, but it didn't.
Yeah.
It hurt me.
Yeah. And, prior to the race, I had to rewire the 7-pin connector plug in the bed of my truck for the Lance.
Really?
The Lance Life. Yeah, I had, when I took it off the truck from KOH.
Forgot?
No, I pulled it, unplugged it, and, unloaded the camper, and I look at the plug, and it had one of the female spades, wire spades, came out of the the connector.
Really?
Yeah, so it was still stuck in the male plug on the camper. And I'm like,
shit.
well, that ain't good. Okay, I better redo that. So then, luckily, I was walking by my camper filling up the water and everything, and I look and I go, oh, man, I got to rewire the truck. You know, I got to put a new 7-pin connector on there. So wired that up. It was a little bit involved because of the old one that I had on there was one that I had from another truck or something. I don't know where I got it. It was a freebie. And so I'm like, oh, I'll just wire this into my truck. So it wasn't a unplug, plug in thing. I had to like cut it off, strip wires, rewire everything. And, you know, you want to be sure the left turn signal is the left turn signal and the right turn signal is the right turn signal and all that fun stuff, right?
That didn't come with it already installed when you bought the truck?
No. Mm-mm. No.
Huh.
For yours did for your camper?
No, it didn't. But
Yeah.
I figured you're such a highfalutin truck, it would have had all
No.
that shit in the bed already.
You know, and that's it. And Lance has got that proprietary
6
smaller
pin,
plug.
the
Yeah,
square
and
one
it's
or
silly.
whatever.
And so, you know, I just neuter it, cut it off,
I
put
did
a
the same thing.
7-pin on, and then it's universal for everything.
Well, the reason they do that is because they talk about the high amperage cable for the refrigerator, so you can run your refrigerator on DC 12 volts
Mm-hmm.
when you're going, because they need a big 10
Big wire.
gauge or whatever wire it is. But none of us, man, that's the great discussion that always seems to circle around the Lance camper groups and stuff. Where do you drive over the road
propane
on propane or 12 volt? And people are like, no, I never propane. You have a fire, and you and I have both been using our propane refrigerators on the road for years, and we've never had an issue. You know,
Yeah.
knock on wood. But I've never even used a 12 volt. I have a 3-way refrigerator just like you do, and I've never used that feature.
Yeah.
If you forget to turn it off, it just sucks the batteries dry
Yeah,
like in hours.
It's really inefficient.
So you got that done. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so that was good. I'm glad I had got that done before. So it was a good shakedown run with the camper. I got a couple other little things I got to do before full-on camping season here, but man, it was super comfortable. Worked out great. # Lance Life.
That's right. Live Lance Life.
So then...
Hey, can I interrupt you for a second?
Oh, go ahead.
Can you reach over there and get that smoke wagon bottle for me?
Smoke? You're going to do some smoke wagon. Okay, here we go.
It's almost a dead soldier, too.
It is. I think you're going to be able to kill that. It's about 2 fingers in there, maybe.
Woohoo!
Yeah, about 2 fingers, I would say. Well, go ahead. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
You want some?
Ooh, look at that. No,
You're
I'm
still
good.
working on your jacket coat.
I'm good.
Yeah, this bottle's going to die today.
Going for a bottle kill.
Nice. All right, moving on. Oh, smoke wagon.
So, then some other fans met in the tri-tip line.
Woohoo!
So, got them some stickers.
Tri-tip line. Was there a barbecue
It was a tri-tip line.
for
Yeah,
lunch?
there was barbecue. You know how they have all the food vendors out there.
Like was the one that almost ran me down last year?
Yeah,
there?
yeah. The icy guy was out there. The snow cone guy wasn't it the snow
it
cone
was the
guy.
lemonade guy.
Oh, lemonade. Oh, the lemonade guy was out there too.
How
The
would
big
that
old
be?
buckets of lemonade. In fact, I think Jimmy came back to the pits with one.
How would that be on my headstone? Died by lemonade
Lemon?
truck. When life gives you lemons, it runs you over.
That's right. I did think about. I thought it was the icy truck, but I guess it's snow cone truck. It was the lemonade guy.
Fucking guy almost killed me.
Oh gosh.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him.
Yeah, for sure. So then, great night last night. We back at it was quiet because almost everybody left,
Sure.
and so we had Keith and Melissa there, and Andy and Ed and Tom, and so we did burgers.
Gourmet burgers.
Well, they were pretty damn gourmet, I would say.
Did you have bacon on them?
You know what? We didn't have bacon. Now that you mention it. They were good though. Tommy hooked us up with the burgers. I was going to make my homemade mac salad, but then my latter half of the week got super busy, and I'm like, nope, I'm buying it. And it was good. It's okay. I like homemade mac and potato salad. You know,
Control all the ingredients. Where did you get it from?
I got it from the grocery store. It's the Reese. Reese.
Oh, that's pretty
Whatever.
good.
They're pretty good. It was a deviled egg one.
Oh,
So kicked it up a notch there.
yeah.
So I had my fill of deviled eggs over Easter.
Yeah, I did too.
But anyways, so this morning got up and had my coffee and had a little whiskey with Evolve Racing last night.
Woo!
In fact, they gave us a bottle. It's in the camper.
A bottle of
Whiskey. It's called Bucked Up.
Bucked Up?
Bucked Up. It's some local, distiller whiskey something. It's out in the truck. We'll have to do that next time.
Well, the next time we're recording down at the home studio.
But it was good, and so I had some of that, and so she says, "Hey, I'll got chorizo and eggs for the morning." I'll go, "Well, shit, that sounds good." So yeah, she made chorizo and egg burritos this morning, and then went out with the test tin and started doing a little wheeling.
Yeah, you were showing me some videos.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the V8 sound, but it doesn't seem normal.
It is. It's so surreal, and but it was cool. They got some cool pictures and video. He sent it on the stair steps. There's a bunch of different stair steps and climbs there, and Keith was getting after it. He wasn't afraid of the amps and the watts, man, giving it all the torques.
Yeah, but I mean, getting after it, and there's no sound. I mean, that's how is it? Can you even call it getting after it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was burning off tires. I mean, there's smoke coming off the tires, man.
There was no noise though. There was no noise at all.
Oh, there was noise, and when the axle snapped. That distinctive axle snap sound.
You'll hear that whether it's a V8 or an electric motor. Yeah,
Dana 80. Oof. Snapped the shaft.
Yeah.
Oh, and he snapped the outer stub shaft too in the front. Wow. So that's some serious torque. But like he said, this is testing. This is what we need to do, and everything else held up. The motor, the coupler, the motor special coupler that he had designed and built. The transfer case, everything else held up. So that's good. Very good.
Is that an Alice or no?
Instant torque. I don't think
NP205.
No, I can't remember now what it is, but he has an over-under drive too.
Okay.
So yeah, because he's got 3 shifters in the middle of that center console there.
So, but it's like forward and reverse is just a toggle switch, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a push button deal there. It's pretty cool.
So then he's got a dual twin stick transfer case, and then a third lever for probably
for the over under.
So he's got a lot of torques.
There's a lot of torques, and with that electric motor, it's instant, and so that's why it was lighting off tires and everything. But it was cool. So I rode with him, and then he's like, "You want to drive?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I got to drive Boston Kyle's rig out there
EVE
last May. So I was like, "Yeah, I want to drive it and compare it and see." And obviously this one, Keith's put a lot of money and time into this deal. It wasn't a budget build.
No.
So it was smooth.
Smooth, like Old Elk smooth.
Something like Old Elk smooth.
Nice.
So we did some rock crawling, and I mean the thing crawls. So I'm like, "Hey, can you 2-foot it?" Because it's got hydraulic brakes, just like the regular braking system. So it's not like it's an electric brake like on a golf cart or something.
Right.
So he goes, "Yeah," and because I usually drive 2-footed with the automatic tranny. And so you could do that. So I went through the first rock garden without it, and then the next one I'm like, okay, I'll just feather. And dude, you could be super smooth and crawl and technical with it, and it's just surreal because there's no engine sound, and we're sitting there talking to each other just like this right here with but you hear the suspension working, you hear the rocks hitting the diffs and all that stuff.
So I think you can get an audiophile stereo system in
you
there.
Totally could.
Never be drowned out by engine noise.
Right. But yeah, I mean, he broke those axles, and he's like, "Well, we're in 2-wheel drive now, one in the front, one in the rear. Let's just run it." And so buzzed around. I mean, I drove it for a good half an hour. Wow. And it started out, I think, the morning with about 60% charge, and it was down to 50% when I got out. So it's impressive, man. And then he's like, "Get on it," and you just mash that pedal and it's fucking gone.
She gone.
She gone.
So does he have the Tesla screen in the middle with the computer so you can punch in for a supercharger and drive to a supercharger
and you can
charge
make,
up?
You can make the fart sounds and stuff too.
Perfect. And play video games, whatever.
No, he's got his EV system there. It's got the digital display and tells him what's going on, and there's a lot of switches and stuff, but it's very well laid out, and the steering is amazing. That radial dynamics, 400 volt steering, but it's just always, it's like the best steering ever because it's just optimum. Sometimes like in the buggy, if I'm bound up or it's low RPM, you got to give it a little gas to get everything to move, right? Get some hydraulic pressure up. Well, this is just constant. It maintains constant hydraulic pressure for steering, and it's freaking awesome.
Any feedback at all, or is it still a
no? It feels firm. No, it feels like normal hydraulic steering, but it's effortless.
Cool.
It's really nice.
Upgrade for the buggy?
It would be nice, but you got to power it with 400 volts.
Oh, well,
so that's not going to work. That's how many Optimas is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a lot. That's
a
like
lot.
40.
So, that's why people have asked. Eric Amato is the radial dynamics guy there, and so. Said, hey, we want to put these other buggies. Well, you got to figure out a 12 volt system and
step up transformer.
It's like with any motor, the higher the voltage, the more efficiency it runs. So if you lower the voltage, and it's just not going to have the whoop house to move. So
all right, so that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Now they're working on it. It's definitely in conversation, but it's nice. So definitely want to do a future podcast with Keith and Eric, and talking about that steering system, and they got some innovative stuff that they're working on. Radio Dynamics is working on. So it may not be too far in the future that we'll be able to have something like that.
Sweet.
But yeah, it definitely is a head turner. I mean, it's just a good looking truck to begin with, and then when it drives by you, and everybody's like,
"Where's the noise?
What the fucking what is that?"
Well, he drove by us, I don't know, a dozen times at King of the Hammers.
Yeah.
I'm like, was that just Keith? I didn't hear him coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, that's super cool.
So yeah, for sure. So yeah, that was the NorCal Rock Race, and the weekend there was a ton of fun. We missed you. A lot of people said hello. A couple of people told me to flip you off. I don't know what that was all about. Because you're messing with your mic during the podcast. I don't know.
Probably owe him money.
Yeah, something maybe. I don't know.
You want to give the results for the race?
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
Okay, perfect. We'll start with the
golf carts.
48. No, we're not going to talk about golf carts. Fuck those guys. We'll go with the 4,800. I'm drinking all afternoon.
Oh God. Yeah, I feel way behind here. I'm like, darn.
Well, you got to drive.
I got to drive home. The rest of the way home.
Yeah, now you know how I feel when I'm in your place.
That's right.
So yeah, we're just gonna 4,800. We're gonna give the podium people the first, second, third. We're starting with third place. So 4,800, third place, Austin Thompson out of it doesn't say where he's out of.
Out of no man's town.
No, nowhere.
Not gonna tell you.
And then I got second place was Chuck Crossland.
Chucky, oh my gosh, he's a piece of work. He really wants to be on the podcast.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we want him on, but he's funny.
Well, price is up to $5,000.
Where's he from?
Los Molinos.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Molinos?
Los Molinos.
Oh, geez,
look it
that
up.
Sounds
Lorenzo, get out of the.
Lorenzo, yeah, get back to work, Lorenzo.
He's eating the bushes in the backyard.
Bellwether.
Okay, so and then the first place is Jeremy Brown out of Rio Linda, California.
Really?
So that's 4,800, the top three placer winners and so forth. 4,600 class, and that is the stock class. Third place, Megan Miller. We talked about her a little bit earlier in the show. And then you got second place was Megan's out of Carmichael.
Yeah.
And then you got Callan Myers out of Paradise was second place. And then John Snell out of Riverside, California, Southern California. Made the journey up the pretty far drive. He came in first, so yeehaw! Congratulations to all those 3 finishers.
Nice.
And then moving on to the 4,500 class. That's the modified pro stock, I guess, whatever they want to call that. But these are not stock vehicles by any stretch of the imagination. So third place, Sean McBride.
Sean, yeah.
This guy, he's driving a Toyota, in theory, out of Windsor, California. And then second place was Jesse Balter. He's driving a Jeep out of Sebastopol. He's a local.
Yep.
And then somebody's been on the show several times. Good old Justin Hall is regular here, a local person also. Came in first place. So congratulations, Justin.
Justin.
Congratulations to all the winners there. And then finishing it up with the big dogs, the 4,400, the unlimited class. And this is a sweep from one family on the podium. We'll go to fourth place as we got another local boy.
So
here.
Cody led this race the first 4 or 5 laps. He was kicking ass, and he was actually had a good,
the Red Dragon.
That was the old Red Dragon. Yep. So he's doing so good, and that's like a home track for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's out of Forestville. But and he always does well there, and we're like, he's not running away with the race, but definitely was commanding lead. I would say commanding lead, and then something happened in the corner. I did not see it, and all of a sudden he was in 4th place, and that's where he finished. So unfortunate, but cool that they put on a good show.
Yep, for sure. So he and so as Jason just mentioned, Cody Addington in 4th place. Local guy out of Forest Hill, and then they're all local. And then you got Raul Gomez, the Gomez family, in 3rd place out of Lotus. Then 2nd place, Darian Gomez, the son of one of those. I'm not sure whose son he is. And then wrapping up 1st place, JP Gomez.
Yeah.
1st place. So Gomez, and Gomez on the podium.
So there you go. Yeah, they were, as always, right on his tail. They were all bunched up together there, and then Cody had a good size, like I say, 5-6 car lead, and then boom, they closed that gap real quick.
Well, short track. Anything can happen.
They got a few horsepower there too.
Whoop-hows.
So Los Molinos is just south of Red Bluff on Highway 5 there. Well, he's just off of Highway 5 in Corning. That area?
Yeah.
Yep. In Orland.
Much northern California.
Yeah, so northern Chico, up in that area.
Beautiful areas.
So yeah, so he wasn't too far from home there. Sacramento
4-hour drive, 3-hour drive.
No, it wasn't that far. Maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
Anyways,
cool.
There you go. Now you know where Los Molinos is.
Well, looking forward to the next set of races, which is going to be...
It's coming up on the 13th?
May 12th and 13th.
Yeah,
is
so
the 2023
Friday,
Holly EFI NorCal Brawl.
Wow.
Where do they come up with these names?
So Saturday the 13th will be the next round 2. So
yeah,
I know Justin's planning on racing all of the NorCal series. So the finals are on the 24th of June. Is that what I'm seeing? Yep, 24th of June.
Man,
so
I'll be there too.
I got 2 more races.
I think I might be able to do that one too.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if it all pans out. Gates open at 10 a.m. at Prairie City. They're all at Prairie City up in just outside of Sacramento, just east of Sacramento. And a great place. And one of us from Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, whether it's Jason,
I wonder who.
Well, I'm going to try to be at the next 2. This spring, man, for a golf course guy is a tough time, man. Tough time.
It is.
Everything's growing, everything's happening, everything needs to happen all right now. Right meow.
Right meow.
So, and it's unfortunately things just didn't pan out for me to make it to this last race.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. So
it is what it is. You're right. But we're here. We're covering it, making it happen, handing out stickers.
Stickers.
Keeping things going. Lorenzo had a photo shoot.
Did he?
Today? Yeah. With
he was clothed, right?
Silva Kids.
Was he wearing a loincloth or something? Or
what? It's a donkey. Although Melissa did say she was going to make him a little like Serapa or something.
What the fuck?
That's pretty cool. So Yeah.
All right.
What else do you got over there? Anything?
No, I'm just drinking on my birthday. And, I was thinking about, we got our sister podcast. They're motoring on their way over to, what's that? Cruise Moab. They're going to be out there. So if you don't follow the Snail Boys, they're going to be doing some pretty cool coverage, I imagine, from the rocks and trails in Moab, Utah.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the Bronco stories.
I know. I mean, so this is a Toyota event, and Tyler is bringing a Bronco.
Yeah.
And he drove through Vegas, and I guess he's currently in Hurricane.
Yeah.
Or down there.
Ford Yoda, Tyler.
Ford Yoda.
Yeah, and Jimmy, I think, is headed out today, so this afternoon. So, yeah, safe travels, boys, and enjoy. That's some beautiful country.
Yeah.
Good wheeling out there.
So I know that whatever else I've got, I mean, I know on my birthday, one of my children are ganging up to, you've heard on the show that I bought a new trailer. So one of the things it didn't have was tie-down points. So I believe a big, heavy package arrived earlier today from Amazon. It looks like it's the D-rings that one of my children ordered. And Craig, who is a professional welder, is going to, for my birthday present, going to weld on the tie downs once we make measurements to find out where the actual spots are. Now, my question to you, Mr. Green, is do I put the D-rings like just straight up and down so they hang, or do I maybe put them like at a 45-degree angle so the pull on them? I was kind of thinking about that a little bit when you strap the Jeep on, because I'm going to be on the side. What's your thoughts on that? Do you have any thoughts?
If you could keep it 90 degrees to the angle of your pull would be probably the best, but I don't think it really matters that much. You're not that far off of the D. It's not like if you were pulling on the D-ring sideways, that wouldn't be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just make sure you're on that upper, quarter of the D-ring where you would connect and the direction of pull would be. So are you talking, mounting them front and back? Are they going to be kind of on the sides?
They're going to be on the sides. Because I don't want to tie on the front where I want to put a toolbox in the front. And I want to leave that area open. I don't want the tie down straps to be crossing from the front bar, if you will, where the A-frame is. So I've got
do you cross your straps?
I do not.
Yeah, okay. So you're doing straight
Never
pull.
cross the streams.
Well, yeah. No, that's good advice. I do cross mine for different applications. Like the buggy, the rear, well, they don't get crossed. They come off of one point in the center of the axle, front's front. I do cross in the front if I have my dirt bike on the front of the rig.
No,
because I can't do a straight pull the way that it's set up.
I don't have that option to cross because brake lines can be impacted. So, but I was thinking about it because when you're just welding things on and you have a blank slate, you can do whatever you want, right?
Exactly.
So I was thinking when my son's welding these on, do I have them mounted at a 45? I mean, they'll hang funny when the trailer's, but who cares? It's my trailer. I can do whatever I want.
Well, yeah.
But I think that would be stronger for the pull.
Well, get it mocked up. Get your Jeep on there. Get your straps connected to the Jeep, and then pull them towards where you want to put that D-ring and see how it looks.
Sure. That's going to happen this weekend.
Now, you see people, they're mounted on the side all the time, too, and people pull off the side. I mean, Well, if you think of it like a shackle, it does reduce the strength, the pulling force going from a side, 45 instead of 50. You're directly in front.
Mm-hmm. That's not really an active situation. It's kind of a static.
Right. I
mean, you're not. I don't know. I mean, these D-rings are rated for a shitload.
I was going to say that the D-ring itself is probably rated way more than what you would ever, shock load the thing at or anything. So,
and welding to the stout frame of the trailer, my son's like, I can put a ton of heat into this thing and freaking just burn these things on solid.
Right.
So I'm not sweating that at all. I just want it to be is strong, and I just eliminate the possibility of. I guess my thinking is, has anybody done that before, or is it just do it straight up and down so it looks symmetrical? And
yeah,
I don't know. we'll figure it out. If anybody has any feedback, certainly you can email Chris at wheelingwinewhiskey.com, or you can even DM me at www.chrism on the Instagram. I know I took a week or two off from Instagram, but I'm back.
You're back now. Okay.
I'm back again. I logged on, and man, I missed a lot of shit on Instagram.
See what you missed? What happens?
But at the same time, I kind of eliminated my FOMO.
Okay, good.
I mean, because the whole EJS thing was when I saw people were rolling to go, and I'm like, I'm logging off. I can't. I mean, so many things happening at work and just stressing me out. But I will say, one of the things that we should never stop doing in our lives, in our careers or whatever, is never stop learning. And one of the things I did this last week was I rebuilt a 6-piston spray pump for the first, ag spray pump for the first time ever.
Diaphragm type pump.
Yeah. And I've done the twins and whatnot, whatever the brand is. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but this is a beast. I mean, the hardest part of the whole process was actually getting the pump off of the spray rig.
Really?
And then once I got it up on the workbench, I went and I looked at. I actually Googled it, and I found a YouTube video on how to rebuild this thing.
There's YouTube videos on all that. It's amazing.
I bet you could rebuild a freaking big block Chevy from a fucking YouTube video,
straightforward,
or a Cummins diesel engine from a YouTube video. Sure. But anyway, I watched the video a couple times and I kept it queued up when I was doing the thing, and the guy the instruction was super thorough, and I'm like, okay, I'll just follow his instructions. And a couple hours later, the pump was rebuilt and threw it back in the sprayer. So yeah, I learned something new while people were recreating and I was working.
Well, there you go. I know you sent a picture. Was that Friday? You sent a picture of the broken diaphragm.
Yeah.
To our group chat, and I responded. I hope you're not pregnant.
No. One of them was torn, but apparently not pregnant. The rabbit died.
Good. Rabbit died. Can't catch me because the rabbit done died.
That's right. So, yeah, just living life and doing our thing, man.
I think only half of our audience, maybe a quarter of our audience, only got that reference. We'll see.
They just logged
see if
off.
anybody knows. Should we do a giveaway? First person to respond to that?
Sure.
What do we have to give away? You got anything in here to give away? What do you got?
I got.
Give it away.
Children.
Give it away now. Got a box of nuts here.
We have stuff. We have a merch guy. We can give away a hat.
Oh, you want to give away a hat?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, look how generous Chris is today.
I'm giving away a hat.
Okay. First person to DM Wheeling Wine and Whiskey on the IGs of where that reference came from. Can't catch me because the rabbit done died.
Rabbit done died.
Boom. And you have to explain what that means, too.
Absolutely.
So I want to know the reference and what it means. All right, there you go. And a hat, a Wheeling Wine and Whiskey hat coming your way.
Woo!
Woo! Giving away the farm.
Oh, shit.
Here it is. You know what they say here at the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey podcast, Chris?
We give till it hurts.
We do give till it hurts, so there you go.
Sometimes it hurts more than other times, but I don't feel any pain right now at all.
No, you're not going to feel pain till tomorrow morning at 4:30 when you got to get up.
Oh, fuck. It's 3:30, by the way. So, but I'm going to stop drinking in about 3 hours.
Perfect.
What time is it now?
I don't know. You're doing good.
It's all
good. You got a tri-tip to cook.
Woo! So, yeehaw, what else you got? Anything?
That's it. I think...
you want to put a bow on this?
I think we're coming up on an hour here.
Oh, man, we did it.
Yeah, because I had a few people comment, man, some of your episodes are going long.
I know. Well,
but
I mean,
again, we give till it hurts. So.
When I had Jimmy on when you were nowhere to be found, I think we were just over an hour.
Yeah.
So
no, it was good.
I mean, some episodes, it's nice to just come in at an hour. And other episodes, we just have so much content to go over, or we have great guests and great interviews that they just run along. So
you just roll with it, whatever it is. But I think we're good here.
Yeehaw!
NorCal Rock Race was a blast. And, if you were there and we saw you, I saw you. Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye. But, Chris,
I'll be at the next one. My best.
So you probably be at the next one, and I won't.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna make it happen because I know Andy will be there. Andy's doing the photography thing, and I think I'm probably gonna whip out the camera and take some snaps while I'm there too. But yeah, because I gotta
Excuse
get,
me while
I
I
need to
look
get
this
my
up.
racing fix happening, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's been, let's see, King of the Hammers was 3 months ago, so I'm kind of like I'm jonesing. So
No, it was good. Good to see people.
yeehaw! All right, so anyway, if you want to get a hold of Jason or Chris, you can do that. Jason or Chris at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. Don't forget about our Instagram, which is at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. You can also send a voicemail, call and leave a voicemail at 408 800 5169. What's that number, Jason?
408-800-5169. Give us a call.
Give us a call, leave a voice message, and if you do, then you can DM Jason at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey and get a sticker
That's right.
so you can represent while you're on the trail.
I sent a couple out last week.
Woohoo! Nice.
So that's good. Yeah, keep them coming. All right. With that,
We're out.